ChatGPT 5.4 just came out with computer use access, and also everyone's been talking about Opus 4.6, Claude Cowork. So today we are putting these two to the test by having them both build me a $1 billion business, which is pretty extreme. I know, that's the point. But within that, we've got a bunch of different tasks that they will need to try and accomplish. We'll test them across a couple different tools that they're supposedly good at. We're gonna see. In particular, here's the prompt that I'll be giving to both of them. So you're a world-class startup founder. Your job is to build a real launchable AI business from scratch, one that feels luxury, premium, and cool. Because I don't want it to just be like an AI company. I like these kind of older luxury brands. Not another chatbot. Here's what you need to do. Research. So browsing the web. We're gonna test web browsing abilities of both these LLMs. Picking the best idea, a financial plan, which it will also turn into an Excel doc that it's gonna save on my computer. So testing Claude Cowork here, as well as ChatGPT 5.4 with computer use. Creating a pitch deck in PowerPoint, and then designing a logo and an ad as well. All right, we've got our 30-minute timer, and then if there's extra time, I've got 1 or 2 bonus tasks to give them, see how it turns out. Let's get to it. Using 5.4, I'm gonna put it on medium reasoning, and now at the same time, we're gonna go and give this to Claude Cowork, and we are running with Opus. So we can see here, 5.4 is searching the web for Reddit. It's found the local folder where the images exist. I gave it a bunch of images for inspiration. So now we can see it's opening up Microsoft Excel. So I forgot that I don't actually have Excel on my computer. I just have numbers, which sucks by the way, but it is what it is. So we're gonna see if we can switch to a CSV file and open it in numbers instead. Okay, back with Claude. It has looked through the photos for inspiration. It's liking my mood board. Awesome. Now it's research startups. It does look like it found ones that aren't really tied to AI, it based it on the photos a little bit too much. We'll see if that actually comes out in the end. Okay, so this is interesting. ChatGPT is producing all 4 deliverables from one script so that the financials, deck logo, and ad stay visually and numerically consistent, which is cool. It's not gonna like try to one-shot one and then jump over to the other one, sort of losing some of that context. Okay, now we've got the concept direction from ChatGPT. So they are selecting a premium AI chief of staff. It's fit for both current demand and the luxury brand that I asked for. That's cool. I'm curious to hear a little bit more about what it says, because I feel like that idea I feel like it's genuinely useful, but it also is like kind of common. And so I'm wondering how it differentiates it. And now in Claude Cowork, we can see what it's created over on the side here. So for example, let's look at the ad, Meridian.ai. Not bad actually. I like this style. I think this looks cool. It matches what I was looking for. Let's jump back to Codex. Okay, so it saved everything here. We'll cover these real quick. Top 3 opportunities, AI chief of staff. So strong signal from Reddit demand, as well as YC's continued focus on agentic and back office automation. That's pretty cool. Back office operator for SMBs. That definitely makes sense. I know a number of startups like actually working on that right now. Big market there. AI relationship intelligence for fundraising /sales /networking. Yeah, I don't know. That could be cool. I don't really have a strong opinion there. Okay, let's check some of this stuff out. Honestly, I really don't think this is a very good CSV. This kind of looks gross and is hard to understand what's going on. I feel like they have the stuff, but it's kind of confusing how they all put it together. Let's look at this is ChatGPT's hero ad. Button, a little bit messed up. They both use the exact same photo, which is interesting to me. I think this is one that I had in my like reference pack for them to look at. Yeah, so they both just stole this image here. But that is cool, because I actually think I really like that image. All right, logo. Now this logo, like I'm not saying I love it, but it definitely works. It definitely makes sense versus Claude's, not that good. Now let's check out the pitch deck. Problem statement, everything looks nice. Solution, market size. Again, a little bit of misspacing here, but not too bad. It does seem like all the AI, when you ask an AI to create a PowerPoint, like they all kind of look the same. They'll give you this little 3-box thing. That's very common. Business model. Wow, they came up with really similar ideas. Maybe I shouldn't be surprised by that, but I guess I am. Startup cost, year 1 revenue, ad spend. Now let's go back to Claude. Okay. Looks like Claude's done. Top 3 opportunities. Here's what Claude said. Here's versus ChatGPT. AI wealth management, luxury lifestyle concierge. So pretty similar. And then personal. Yeah, so this is pretty similar to what ChatGPT said. And then AI personal styling and wardrobe intelligence. This is okay. Honestly, I feel like it's kind of basic though. This is like one of the most common use cases for AI, and how it's always pitched is like concierge done for you. I suppose based on what I told it and the examples I gave, maybe it defaulted to something like that though. Okay, let's look at the financial plan. Okay, so this is way better than ChatGPT's. Clear winner in terms of the financials and CSV, like spreadsheets, easily Claude. And also I'll add here that both of these finished in less than 20 minutes, which is pretty impressive. Okay, so Claude pitch deck. Yeah, this logo is terrible. Definitely messed something up there. Overwhelmed, their tools aren't. Meridian. Yeah, we've still got these formatting issues. Threw in a picture that I had. So I feel like with the PowerPoint generation, they understand what you're asking, but just don't do a great job executing at it. Like this is supposed to be like Tam Sam Sam model. And they've got the right idea, it's just not quite formatted correctly. Business model, yep, that makes sense. Financial projections, this looks how it should look kind of, but who knows, if, like that feels like it could just be made up. Added my fake email there, nice. Okay, so it's got the idea, right? It's just formatting issues on the PowerPoint. I would say PowerPoint ChatGPT wins right now. Hero ad, they both picked the same photo, but again, I do like this photo. I would say this one wins for formatting and things like that. Okay, now we're gonna try one last thing, having it build a website for us. Rest in peace to my credits. I'm on the pro plans, like the $20 a month plans for both Claude and ChatGPT, so it's probably gonna use up a lot of this. Better at least get a good website. Okay, so here is ChatGPT's website. Created this in probably a minute. Execution with taste, apply for membership, see the service. Solid, using the same image. Don't really like that they use the same image twice here, but it's fine. Another image, standard. So I do like all of these images that it's using, it's grabbing from a folder that I had created and put these into. So both of these are very proficient at finding the files on your computer, adding them in where needed. Okay, so Claude is still working on the website. This is probably 2 to 3 times longer than it took ChatGPT to build. Okay, it spent a lot of time trying to verify that the site would render. I'm just telling it not to do that, just give me the website. Hopefully my Wi-Fi isn't too slow. I am like literally in the middle of the jungle right now, which you guys can probably see. I am in Mexico, but we've got internet, we've got AI, good to go. All right, so here's the website that Claude built, Meridian, live exceptionally. People on the wait list, I like that. This looks a lot like their slide design, some nice like motion going on here. One AI that knows your world. This is like, it's fine, but I feel like it does kind of look like a basic AI website. There's also no images, it just went black and white. Okay, big fan of this quote though. Good pull, Claude. How it works, apply, onboard, live, elevate. Yep, cool, choose your tier, what our members say. Cool. Yeah, I feel like this is solid, but nothing mind-blowing. Like it's kind of the average AI website. So let's run through who I would select as the winners for everything. For the PowerPoint, ChatGPT, definitely, it just got the formatting way better and looked overall stronger. Excel, or the spreadsheet, by far, Claude easily, it blew ChatGPT out of the water. Design and images, ChatGPT had a better logo, but Claude had a better ad in my opinion, though that was kind of close, which honestly surprised me. I've really liked ChatGPT for image generation. I haven't used Claude much at all for it, but did well. Idea, I would say ChatGPT. Claude's just seemed a little bit basic, whereas ChatGPT at least focused on like a specific niche of founders. The chief of staff focus I thought was much better and much less basic of like existing ideas out there. And then website, also gotta say ChatGPT. Claude's is cool, but just lacks the wow factor that ChatGPT's has. Overall, big fan of ChatGPT 5.4 so far. It's been great. I'll keep playing with it, and I'll see you guys next time.